All right, all right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Friendly Neighborhood Marks. I am Drew, and joining me here is the very happy and jovial RJ the
R.J.
Brooklyn
the
Savage.
Brooklyn Savage. Woohoo!
Oy vey.
People, I'm in a great mood, all right?
I know you are.
You want to know why I'm in a great mood?
Why? Tell me.
My birthday's in a couple of days.
Oh, it is. I forgot. I know. It's the 27th.
Yeah. I'm going to be 32 years old. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old, but yet no, I still got my baby face. Black don't crack, bitch.
It certainly does not.
And, well, do I want to say the bad part out? I don't want to get Drew mad already, but
I'm already ready. I've been preparing.
He's already mad. So we're just gonna go ahead and just hop out and say it. My New York Knicks are up 3-1 on Drew's San Antonio Spurs. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how life works, right? I do not like the San Antonio Spurs. I've hated the Spurs ever since I was a little kid. For the last time these two teams met in the NBA Finals, 1999, RJ was 4 years old in a very crying mess after the San Antonio Spurs demolished my team in a gentleman's sweep back in 1999. And I haven't recovered since then. I've been a hater of the Spurs ever since then. But you know what? I'll say this, though. I've been saying it publicly. You haven't really been seeing me online really bash the Spurs because Spurs is a damn good team, bro. Like they really got it at a young age, bro. Like all those guys are young except for Fox, which we're gonna get it. I have a feeling we're gonna get to him in a sec, but but the Spurs has got a great young team, man. And damn, like they really good team. I have not disrespected them at all. Even when the refs was giving them favorable calls, I was like, look, hey, just play ball. We gotta just play ball. We gotta put the ball in the hoop at the end of the day. And that's what they did last night. But yeah, yeah, my Knicks are one win away from winning the championship and getting revenge from 1999. That's insane to say out loud, but it's a potential reality come Saturday. But I'm no fool. I know that ain't gonna come easy at all. So I look forward to seeing what happens on Saturday. Drew.
Well, I want to be classy to you. I want to be classy to you. Congratulations to your New York Knicks. And I already know, and I told you this last night. I don't want to hear, it ain't over till it's over. Like last night, and which I'll get into last night. Last night was that chance to tie the fucking series.
Yeah, it was.
But
big time.
Good for your New York Knicks. I take nothing away from your team. They deserve it. They played their ass off. They've had one of the best playoff runs I've ever seen from any team. And they deserve it. So good for your Knicks. I just have one question.
Yeah.
Can OG Anunoby miss a fucking shot?
Yo, this man, I don't know, man. It's quite weird. All season long, it's like Brunson to be hot one game, then he ain't hitting, then OG a hit.
No, OG's been hitting.
No. I mean, like, remember he was quiet game 1 and game 2.
Yeah. Well, I guess, but yeah, the dude always seems to get open and make it. Actually, he's always in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, he's a system player.
Whether it's pulling his way to the basket, even when Wemby's right there.
Oh, he does not give a fuck about Wemby whatsoever.
Which I'll talk about Wemby in a bit. But yeah, your Knicks, good for them. Hats off to him. Mike Brown, again, former Spur, was here for the 03 championship, so good for him. But and I see we have a comment here in the chat. It's Tyler Paul's 5835. He says, "Oh boy." I don't know what you're referring to, but if you're referring to what I think you're referring to, yeah, it's definitely old boy. Dylan Harper has been the most consistent player out of this team this whole finals.
Oh, he fucking monster, man. Jesus Christ.
I was wrong about him.
I was wrong about him. At will.
Yeah, because like when they drafted him, I was like, okay, number 2 pick. Obviously, they're not going to get Cooper, which, whatever. But they drafted him. I'm like, why are they drafting another guard? We already have Castle and Fox. And yeah, but he's went on to really proven himself as one of the guys. In fact, in some ways, he's the guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he is.
Yeah,
that motherfucker can get to the paint, bro. He's an old school get downhill, get to the fucking cup, and call it a goddamn good day. He's a great fucking player. He doesn't play like no rookie either.
No, he's fearless.
You can tell he's his father's son. Ron Harper played like that too.
Yeah. Like freaking 2 years ago, this dude was just in high school, and now all of a sudden he's in the NBA Finals, and he's been very consistent. And he's the one guy who he's gonna stay away from what I'm about to get into. So he's great. Love Dylan Harper.
Yeah,
he's the guard of the future for this team. Yes, Castle's been pretty good.
Yeah.
He'll have on and off games. Like, I mean, two of the biggest problems is turning the ball over and fouling.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he's risen up to the challenge. Like, he's been solid.
Yeah.
So the backcourt, just those two, have been consistent. Now let's get into everybody else.
Oh boy.
Wemby.
Yeah.
It goes without saying he needs to beef up. Regardless of what happens in this series, and I say that like it's going to go on. Like he needs to beef up because he's way too thin. Because like I just mentioned, OG Anunoby just like bullying his way to the basket. And even Cat was doing that in game 1. So Wemby needs to beef up because he has these weird games, especially in the first 2, where he just has these slow ass starts. Like game 2, he might as well have been a freaking Halloween decoration because the dude wasn't getting into the motherfucking paint more. Mm-hmm. It just seemed like he was just scared for some reason. He picked it up at the end of game 2, but we already know what happened there.
And then
game 3, he woke. Yeah, game 3 he woke up. Yeah, game 3 he woke up. Even though another thing he needs to chill the fuck out on is like hitting people or knocking them down.
You know what though? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt of him being too damn long. Pause. Yeah. I give him the benefit of the doubt of that. Just like with Shaq back in the day. Shaq was rough, but you got to think about these guys, man. These anomalies, man. They're bigger than your average normal people. So sometimes you can't help but direct shit up. Sometimes, even if we're not even trying to do it on purpose.
Yes, but like was it game 3 where he like just grabs, he puts his hand on Jalen, just knocks him down.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah, like even I was saying that, like, as much as I'm a Spurs fan, it's like they're getting away with a lot.
Yeah,
and it's kind of pissing me off. I'm like, dude, you guys gotta chill. Like, freaking Wemby got his 3rd flagrant yesterday, and he gets one more, he's out. Or I mean, he gets suspended, which at this point, Wemby. Yeah, Wemby needs to beef up. He needs to beef up and needs to chill the fuck out with these fouls. I mean, I'll say this: he did the classic thing with Cat, where he hit him, which obviously was on accident, and then he checked on him. He let him know, "Hey, I'm sorry." Which that was good for him. As per the rest of the team,
I think Wemby would have kicked his ass though.
I don't know. We'll see. As for the rest of the team, Vassell has been decent. He's someone that I think is the X factor of the team. Because he needs to knock down big shots. He can also play defense. So yesterday he had a hot start, but everybody cooled off, but he especially cooled off.
Yeah.
Champagne. Again, he's one of those guys, like, you don't know what you're getting from him one night. Like he's hot one night, and all of a sudden it's like, Mariska Hargitay, she's at the games and she's, Benson. It's like she was there because NYPD put out a fucking APB for Julian Champagne's shot.
Bung, bung.
Dun, 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 dun. So, but again, but Julian Champagny does find ways to kind of stay relevant in the game if he's not hitting shots.
Yeah, he'll play good
also,
defense.
grab, Keldon Johnson.
Oh God, he looks out of shape compared to the rest of the guys. He looks out of shape.
Out of shape, can't hit open threes. Takes these like jacked up threes with dudes in his face. Apparently can't hit free throws.
Who the hell is this guy? Who does this guy think he is?
He's fucking ass cheeks. He's probably the worst six man I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, Keldon Johnson.
So fucking terrible.
I saw him run off the court. I said, oh God. Oh man, his face, he is so out of shape. You can tell he's sweating like a hog.
Yeah, like it got to the point where I'm like, please take Keldon Johnson off the court. He is just bad. He is not good. He's no bueno in these whole playoffs. He had one good game and that's it.
Yeah,
I guess two in these game 7 against OKC. I guess you can count that as another good game, but other than that, he's just been ass cheeks. Complete ass cheeks.
I haven't seen anything from him.
No. Anytime he has a wide open look and he takes the shot, I'm like, oh God.
Oh, there's another brick.
If I was Wemby, I'd drive all the way over there and just block it and take the shot and shoot it.
Shoot. Oh, Johnson, God. Jesus Christ.
Luke Cornett might as well be a traffic cone because he's been ineffective.
I ain't gonna lie. What was it? Game 2? Game 2, Cornett was trying. He was trying to play some D, but I don't know. Cat and Mitch got him.
I know Justin said this, and we've basically been agreeing on this. Whatever happens, they need to get another big man. They need to get somebody. Big man. Yeah, they need to get someone they can pair with Wemby that can rebound, block shots, be a defensive presence. So that way Wemby can do everything else he needs to do. Go ahead.
Or if Wemby gets somebody the opposite of Wemby, somebody that can do the things that Wemby can't do.
That's what I just said.
Kind of like what the Knicks had with Mitch and Hartenstein. I missed that. I missed that because Mitch wasn't good at like shooting and this, that, and the other, but Hartenstein wasn't the greatest on defense either. So they kind of helped each other out a little bit. I feel like those Hartenstein minutes when it came to those rebounding and shit, that's some good shit, man. But yeah. Wemby needs that. Wemby needs somebody that can, fill the gaps off the bench for him, Cornet's not it. I mean, Cornet's got better since we had him. I mean, we drafted him 9 years ago or something like that.
Right.
And Cornett, I mean, when we drafted him, the scouting report was that he was a poor man's KP. Porzingis. And I was like, I kind of see it a little bit. He had the shot and everything, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, his defense has gotten better since his time with us, but still ain't enough.
No. And that's another thing. It's just like with Mitch, I'll save Mitch Johnson for last. Cornett, just he's very ineffective. Very, very ineffective. Carter Bryant's okay. But he another with him, it's just like again, he's young, so whatever. But
you want to know what's really okay when it comes to Carter Bryant?
What?
His fine ass mom. Y'all seen his mama? God damn.
Yep.
You can tell, we see why you on asses mixed Carter Bryant. Your daddy black and he tore that ass up. I know that for a fact, my boy. That ass was looking woof. Move over, Jenna Shea. Carter Bryant's mama is in the house. I said, God damn.
Yeah, he's good. He kind of falls into that oh shit, what do I do moment every now and then where
showing off his youth and his inexperience.
Like there was that famous thing in the playoffs where Mitch Johnson just fucking chewed his ass out.
Man,
Well, no, I think that was needed, which again, I'll save Mitch Johnson for last along with Fox, but like he needed that. He needed that, that ass chewing, pause, as you would say.
Pause, yeah.
And then, Wemby had to like put his arm around him and like console him while he was like trying not to cry. So I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for you, dude. But like he's good. I think he's got maybe like another year before he can really like.
Who he kind of reminds me of sometimes when he spaces off. He reminds me of Kevin Knox. Yeah, when Kevin Knox used to do that shit all the time. Where you see like, okay, he could drive to the hoop. But Kevin Knox just makes these mistakes, and then when you look at his face, he's like all zoned out. It's like, bro, what are you doing? So yeah, that look is very familiar, and sometimes you gotta whip you guys into shape. So yeah, he's a young guy. Let him get used to it. Sometimes you gotta grow. Sometimes you gotta really, really grow from things like that. So in the hopes that he breaks out of it.
And so here are the players that did, because Harrison Barnes didn't play.
He didn't. Yeah,
which I was kind of surprised. I'm like, you need some vets out there.
Yeah, you do. Like, you do.
Put him out there.
At least a helpful vet.
Also, another thing is just like if your stars aren't hitting their shots, you have other shooters on the bench, especially when you had a 29-point lead. You could have put in Lindsey Waters. You could have put in Jordan McLaughlin to hit some shots.
What about Kelly Olynyk? Y'all ain't playing him at all?
Yeah, no, they haven't played him at all.
Kelly Olynyk can hit a shot though.
I know. He hasn't played. If you want,
I ain't putting Biyombo in for a shot.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like with Wemby, it's like if he's getting tired, like give him 3 minutes of rest and put in a Biyombo or a Plumlee, at least, or an Olynyk.
Plumlee's trash.
I'm just saying like 3 minutes. Just give him 3 minutes. So
I'll give those minutes to Olynyk between the three of them.
I mean, okay, fair enough.
Because at least Olynyk can put the ball in the hoop. Biyombo, I can't trust him as far as I can throw him. He's
Biyombo.
So I ain't throwing his ass.
Yeah, Biyombo apparently has the worst plus minus in NBA history.
Well, you remember the infamous call from that Hornets announcer? Oh my goodness! That ball went over that hoop like the cow that jumped over the moon. That's terrible. Oh my God, Biyombo was horrible.
Yeah, they were up 76-49 at the half, and
I was asleep. So I saved myself all that depression. I potentially would have had.
Yeah, and they only scored 30 points in the second half. 30 points, while your Knicks scored 49. So that'd be like 60. I'm bad at math. Apparently 57.
Something around that range.
58. People in the chat, feel free to correct my terrible math. So yeah, 30 points in the second half. Wemby only shot 9 for 25 and 2 for 8 from threes. You notice how I'm saving somebody special for last.
Yeah, I know, right?
They fell too much in love with the three.
Like Boston.
My friend Tony, he was just like, can Wemby get in the motherfucking paint? Yeah, because like I was saying, like Harper was the only one being consistent.
Yeah.
Everybody else was just like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It's like, I understand you're open. And if you're open, obviously take it. But there's times where it just seems like you're jacking up shots.
When you're not hitting, one of my coaches had the rule. If you're not hitting the 3, after the second try, do something else. And if you shoot another 3, your ass is sitting down on the bench immediately.
Yeah. And like, here's the one thing I noticed about the game, even when they were up by 29, the Knicks had more free throw attempts.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I have a feeling it's going to come back to bite us.
Yeah.
And obviously it did. So De'Aaron Fox.
Oh boy.
Gets paid $229 million for 4 years.
Why did y'all give him that contract?
I don't fucking know.
God. Who's y'all general manager? Is it R.C. Buford?
It's Brian Wright.
Brian Wright, he needs to be fired.
Yeah. I put this solely on De'Aaron Fox. I don't care. People want to say it's a team effort. They easily could have won the game when De'Aaron Fox got that steal. Any veteran. As a matter of fact, I think if Dylan Harper had gotten the steal, he would have done exactly the same thing, which is dribble the ball out, kill time, and draw a foul.
Yep.
So you have a chance to put the game up by 3. Instead, De'Aaron Fox decides to be the hero and go for a fucking layup with 2 guys on him and misses the layup.
Oh, now you missed it. He got blocked. OG blocked it.
When he had a fucking 6'8", 6'9" OG Anunoby on him. And just yeah. And was it the kid 12-K8Z? If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry. He said, "Nah, not De'Aaron. Y'all took 8 threes in a row when y'all was up." But okay, yeah, fair enough. But I'm gonna blame that last play on De'Aaron. Like that again. That could have been an easy put away game. They had a chance to
and the thing about it, what makes it even worse coming from him though is unlike the kids, he's not a rookie. He's a veteran.
Yep,
he should know better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you do blame him for that last blunder. You know. That was their last chance to make up for, getting that lead chopped down. He could have filled that gap, but nah, he like you said, here goes my hero. He had that moment in his head, and OG played the role of the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And it was over. It was over.
Yeah. So, and then Mitch Johnson, which is just like, if you're the coach. Okay, it's easy for us to be armchair quarterback, but it's like, if you're the coach, you should see who has the hot hand. You should have drawn up more plays for Dylan, or you should have let Dylan just take over on his own, because he was clearly playing with more confidence out there than De'Aaron Fox. Like, or you should have done is call a timeout. That's what drives me nuts, is when on these final plays, Mitch Johnson wants to do the whole, we're not going to call a timeout because of blah, but it's like, maybe you should call a timeout. Because you go back to game 2 when Wemby had that rebound and they were tied, and he just throws it to fucking Stephon, and Stephon wasn't ready. When you can clearly see, when Wemby can, as clear as day, see that he wasn't ready, and threw it to his back. And yeah, they had another chance, but even that shot wasn't properly drawn up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just call a fucking timeout. If you have a timeout, call a fucking timeout.
Yeah, I don't know what Johnson's problem is. I don't know. Some of these pop disciples, some of them work and some of them don't work. Meaning I don't think everybody should be coming from that learning tree. Just because you have that stamp doesn't make you a great coach. Now, granted, he is young in his role. So, like these guys, he's going to make rookie mistakes too, but he's got to learn how to utilize those goddamn timeouts, though, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's an excuse. Even I'm looking like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And they got the camera zoomed in on his face, and he's got that goofy ass cheesy smile with his gap tooth and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? What is this guy? Why do you got a camera pointing on this goofy like this right now? Nah, I don't. I mean, the Spurs. I don't think so. I think the Spurs will get back there again. I think the Spurs are going to be good for a long time to come. After this, they got some stuff to work out. They got some growing pains. This is coming from a Knicks fan, right? But they got some growing pains to work out, and they got some maturing to do as a group. I think they're a veteran piece or two away, perhaps. Somebody from a power forward standpoint and somebody else that could be a center. They got enough guards, but they need somebody. They need a mentor in that locker room, man. Somebody that's been somewhere. Who that can be, I have no clue. I really don't know off the top of my dome piece. But the Spurs, I don't know who's gonna go for that Fox contract, man. But he would be one of the guys I get rid of, because to me they don't need him. Yes. They got enough guards.
I want him gone.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. They need a backup center, and they need another power forward, somebody that they can use, somebody that's got some mileage on his body and his career. Like I said, who that could be, I have no idea. I don't know who's out there in the free market this upcoming summer, but the Spurs might want to go shopping. I would find a way to try to finagle and finesse somebody for Fox. I don't know who that'd be, but you know what? There'll be some idiot team that would probably take that deal. You want to know why? Because here's the thing. Oh, Steve Adams. That's not a bad idea. Steve Adams. There you go.
He's a little past his prime though.
But he's a big body. But you bring him off the bench.
Yeah, but I'm looking for someone specifically to start with Wemby.
You want somebody to start with Wemby, huh?
Yeah, I need somebody with Wemby that could be a defensive presence for him. So
that way, Adebayo. No, I'm just kidding.
so that way he can do everything he needs to do.
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's true. I want. I mean, again, Fox. I want him out. Johnson, you can throw him in there. I know they have a draft pick, but even that's not enough. It's just like get. I want them out. Like Harper and Castle are the future.
Yeah, they are.
They are better together. Matter of fact, there was a stat that came out when Harper was on the floor with Wemby. They play better.
They do. This is faster because that guy's like a speeding bullet to the cup.
Yeah, Fox is just not that guy. That's why he was. That's why he was in Sacramento that long. Like he doesn't know how to win.
And he didn't win. They didn't win at all with this guy.
They had one good season and then even make it past the first round.
Yeah, and they got rid of Mike Brown almost after that too. Oh my god.
I mean, look where he's at now.
But
the kid is saying Rui at power forward. I want somebody specifically that could rebound and block shots. I don't want another scoring power forward. Wemby can technically play power forward, even though he's a 7'6" center. Yeah. He seems more like a power forward. Kind of like Tim Duncan, who was technically a center, but he was a power forward.
Robert Williams. If Robert Williams gets boards and he blocks shots.
Is he from Phoenix?
Robert Williams is Portland, isn't he?
I
know he played on Boston. I'm pretty sure for one of those teams that went to the finals. Walker Kessler. Oh my, good luck with that. The Spurs gonna have to give up. They got to give up Castle and Vassell and all those guys to get Walker Kessler. The way Danny Ainge be moving. Forget about it.
F that. Robert Williams. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was actually playing pretty well in the playoffs.
Yeah, he gets boards, he blocks shots. That'd be
but he's not a starter though.
Nah, but y'all can make him a starter.
I don't know. I really just want them to get somebody with Wemby.
And he does what you said. You want somebody that could get the rebounds, block the shots, while Wemby can focus on scoring and doing whatever else.
Yeah, but I mean, again, Fox has just really shown his ass in these finals, like plain and simple. Fox and Johnson specifically, Keldon. I could probably give Mitch Johnson a pass because he's a rookie head coach.
Yeah, this is like his first full season as coach, right?
Yeah, like he took over mid-season last year because Pop with his medical issues. But
yeah, if
this continues to be a thing, I mean, maybe this can be a learning experience from him. But if this continues to be a thing, I don't see him lasting.
Whatever happened to Tim? I thought they were prepping Tim Duncan to be the next coach.
He didn't want it.
He didn't. I guess he didn't want it, huh?
Tim's very much like a private guy. He doesn't really.
He seems very reserved and relaxed. Yeah.
As soon as he retired, he's just like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. Like he's just at home doing like MMA stuff and whatever. And then he came back and got like an office job, but I think that was because that was a whole situation where like that guy took his money.
Yeah,
that embezzlement thing. So I think he had to come back and work for the team. But I guess everything's fine now. But yeah, I don't really think Tim wants it. I could see maybe a Manu being a coach.
Oh, Manu getting the asses, man. Oh my God. What the fuck are you doing?
Manu would be great.
Manu's great. And Manu has been the only one that I've seen on the consistent clip showing up to some of the games for y'all during the postseason. I'm not seeing David Robinson the other night with that bald head. I'm surprised he didn't do any coaching. Considering his background and everything, yeah. You'd think you'd be good for it, but
I think it'd be an eyesore to have a 7-footer as a coach.
Hey, I'd be having him and Wemby in a heartbeat in that gym working in the summer.
I mean, Wemby worked with Hakeem.
Oh, that's a good start too. Well, damn it, he better start having more moves like Hakeem.
I mean, he can obviously get there because like this is one of those things where it's just like you forget that this is a young team and that they're this advanced already, but they're still young.
They're still so young, still so much to learn, man.
They have years to get better. Wemby has years to get better and to get bigger and get in the gym.
Yep.
Castle, Harper, they have years to get better. Carter, Bryant has years to get better. So
his mama's got years to get thicker. Damn. Oh my goodness. Miss Bryant, come holler at me.
Jesus Christ.
God damn. You see the ass on that woman?
So,
that has got to be 50 inches or more. God damn, man. My bootyologist radar is just going off. 50 incher.
Anyways, but Saturday is game 5. It's going to be in San Antonio. Again, it's one of those glass half full things of maybe the team can come out with more fire and at least extend the series. But I personally, New York has a history of having these big closeout games. Granted, they weren't against the Spurs; they were against the Hawks and the Sixers and the Cavaliers. But
the Knicks love doing it in the other people's stadium.
But overall, I think New York's closing this out on Saturday. I mean, if the league maybe wants to try to extend it to 7 games, we'll see.
Karl-Anthony Towns flagrant foul, you're out of the game.
What?
What do you mean? How am I out of the game, ref? Come on. Like what? Oh man, some bullshit like that gonna happen. I don't know.
I try not to be the one that says that sports are rigged, but in this case, you can kind of see
it. Somebody give me the script.
You just see Adam Silver. God damn it, that's not in the script.
Adam Silver. Oh, holy shit! This is not what I wanted. I wanted this thing in 7.
Soft ass Silver. I call him soft ass Silver.
Here we go. What you call it? Tony Brothers go.
He's just gonna be staring. He's just gonna be staring at Mitch Johnson with lovey eyes,
with the glee in his eye, with fuck me eyes. He gonna be looking at that.
All right, Gary. I'm gonna make sure your team gets to the free throw line more.
I hate that fucking guy.
I hate him too. Fuck that guy.
Tony Brothers. I don't know. Him, Scott Foster. I don't know, man. I hate them all, man. Those fucking refs. Oh, man.
Scott Foster's not that bad.
Oh, nah. He could be a pain in the ass, man. He can be. You can tell when he got emotion in the game. He started throwing fouls like a motherfucker. Everything getting called.
Not as bad as Joey Crawford. Jeez.
Oh God! When
he threw out Tim Duncan when Tim Duncan was sitting on the fucking bench.
He was on the bench laughing. He threw him out of the game for no reason. I remember exactly where I was when I saw that. I was back at my old childhood house in Smokes, deep in the country. And it was thunderstorming like a motherfucker outside. The tornado just flew in a town not too far away from us. And I'd never forget that. It was dark and gloomy outside. The power was kind of jittering. But shit, that was some funny shit. Like, what did he do? He was just laughing, man. He throws him out of the game. Joey Crawford was tripping big time, man. Well, pop guy in his face. What did he do? Yeah, because I'm like, what did he do? He would laugh. Can't laugh. Mm-mm.
But again, congratulations to your Knicks.
Yeah, well, that's still another game of basketball to be played.
That's RJ.
I'm not gonna celebrate quite just yet. The competitor in me will not allow me to prematurely celebrate. That's how people get caught up, but that's how people lose. So I ain't gonna do that. We just got to see what happens on Saturday, and we'll go from there. I would love for my team to close it out because you can't time waits for no man, and you don't want to keep on shooting blanks. So the Knicks got to come out and they got to handle business on Saturday if they want to win the chip. Other than that, that's all I got to say about it.
All right, then. Well, that's the basketball talk.
Yeah.
I don't think I went quite nuclear. I just was very. I could have went nuclear.
Let me say it for you. Fuck De'Aaron Fox. You out of here.
There you go.
Every Spurs fan wants you out of here.
Fuck De'Aaron Fox. Trade him out of here. Bench him. Throw him off a fucking plane. I don't care what you do. I'm done with him. Everyone don't ever want to see him in a fucking Spurs jersey.
Ever again. Even though that contract's gonna be hard to trade. I don't know who gonna go for that. Maybe the Brooklyn Nets might go for it.
I don't know, maybe.
Somebody said De'Aaron Fox is he's auditioning for the Brooklyn Nets. Oh my god. Hey, he can get all the shots he want. He can play all the hero ball he want over there.
He can go over there and this team will just have Harper and Castle running things.
Yeah.
Which is the way it should be.
In my opinion, he does not fit you guys' timeline.
No.
He's not, like I said, he's not a veteran winner either. See, Barnes to me is an asset because he's a veteran winner. He's been to the championship, but he's not that old either. Barnes has got to be like mid-30s at this point.
Yeah.
He doesn't play reckless basketball. That's why he's still in the league. He doesn't play reckless basketball. So he's still somewhat efficient. But see, that's somebody you can have in the locker room for the young guys, but Fox doesn't fit that timeline, bro. Because Fox is almost 30, isn't he not?
I think he's just 28.
28? Yeah, he's creeping up on 30. Yeah, to me, he really doesn't fit. And like I say, he's not a winner. Hasn't been to the final, hasn't been to the playoffs deep like this before. He's just as, much as a rookie to this as the kids are. So, yeah, to me, he always felt like just as an observer of the game, no bias or anything like that. It's just, to me, he always felt like the odd man out.
All right. Let's get to some nerd talk. So we talked about before apparently the trailer, well, not even apparently because we saw it, but the trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day, the second one, leaked online. And anyone saw it. I saw one which didn't look that great, and you can tell that this is a leaked trailer because the CGI looked unfinished, and that's why it's called a leaked trailer, a full trailer. And I have the details here. I know RJ saw it, obviously, but just to kind of give out some deets. One of this was already kind of confirmed in the first trailer. Peter has organic webbing and no longer relies on web shooters.
Yeah.
Which that was kind of being set up in No Way Home. Yeah. When Toby, had organic webbing, and Andrew and Tom were like, "How did you do that?" Like they were amazed by it. So yeah, and then in this, he's coming out of like a spider cocoon, pretty much. So that makes sense. Bruce Banner helps Peter deal with his mutation, which they alluded to because Peter was going to Dr. Banner. They also showed in the trailer that Banner has like this device on his arm that helps him not go
debilitator was what they call it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Sadie Sink is all but confirmed to be Jean Grey.
Yeah, I saw a toy in the back the other day.
Right.
So yeah, pink with the pink power thing, like in the books and in the show. Definitely her powers have a pink glow to them.
She appears to be the main villain and can mind control people.
A villain, maybe just an antagonist.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Villain's a little too harsh. She's somebody that's a position to be, panicked and scared because she's being captured and potentially experimented on. So I really don't consider that villainry, but just she's spiraling out. She's young, she's scared. So I don't know if that's villain behavior, but more of an antagonist type thing.
People don't know the difference between antagonist and villain, but in this case, she's the antagonist, and there might even be some hints of the Phoenix.
This maybe. Early?
I said hints.
I don't need that. Oh, please don't jump.
We'll see, but
let's not jump the gun.
but Sadie Sink, I think she's great. I think she's gonna crush this role.
Yeah,
there was even like some scenes in the leaked trailer where she like takes over Peter's mind, and she's just like, pretty much just saying, "Don't fuck with me."
Yeah.
She even threatens to go after MJ.
It uses other people to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny.
Hulk and Spider-Man fight after Jean manipulates Bruce. So we're gonna get Gray Hulk now.
Mm-hmm. I can confirm that too. I saw the figure for that.
Which we've been wanting Savage Hulk for the longest time. We're done with Smart Hulk. We're done with John Draper's Cardigan Hulk. Like, we want Savage Hulk.
He does dress like John Draper.
Which I say that joke because John Draper made that joke. He said when he saw Endgame and he saw Smart Hulk wearing a cardigan, he's like, "Motherfucker."
Yeah, he raided John Draper's closet, man. Shout out to John Draper, by the way.
Love John.
Yes, sir.
Punisher teams up with Spider-Man to protect MJ.
Mm-hmm.
There's a shot that I don't know if it's real, where it looks like they're paying homage to Civil War, the comic, where Punisher's carrying Spider-Man's body.
Oh yeah, I saw the picture of that.
Which let me ask you something, because Joe Punches brought this up to me. So we did a show last week, right?
No, the week before.
The week prior. Okay.
Yeah.
Where we talked about the screening where like there's an ending that divides people.
Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't. Well, yeah, you're right. It was divided.
Do you think that might, because Joe brought this up to me, do you think that might have something to do with Peter Parker dies in this movie and the symbiote brings him back to life? Secret Wars?
Yeah, me and you did talk about that as a possibility. Either that or the spell gets revoked already.
I think that might be a little too obvious if that happens, like the spell being revoked. I think there's a strong possibility Spider-Man could die after, fighting Hulk, but the symbiote thing from No Way Home is still there, and it brings him back to life in Secret Wars, because maybe that's why Spider-Man's not in Doomsday.
But then again, there was some reports that Spider-Man was filming stuff in Doomsday in England. So, yeah, did you hear about that?
I did hear about that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was Tom Holland himself per se, but the costume was shown in England. So, I mean, all Tom Holland has to do is some voiceover work and call it a good day.
But what if it's not Tom?
They said it was a suit. It was a costume.
Well, they had already. Was it? Did you say like recently they were filming, or like?
Yeah, as in earlier this week, Monday.
Well, shouldn't they already be filming Secret Wars?
You would think.
Yeah, because they finished
in Secret Wars in 2029, right?
2027.
2027. Okay.
Yeah, because they had already finished filming Doomsday last year, and then that's when they started putting out those mini trailers.
Marvel likes to pick and shoot and reshoot and add shit.
Well, I know about the reshoots. The reshoots I know, but like
they just like shoehorning shit in sometimes, and it's like that don't even make any sense sometimes.
Well, not yes and no. I mean, because they've done reshoots for shit all the time.
Yeah.
Usually it's just to retouch on some scenes or to bring in, cast members that they weren't able to initially bring in.
Yeah. And I'm thinking that's probably what it is with Tom. They probably couldn't get him because of the Spider-Man stuff and the Odyssey stuff, and we can probably get him now. Let's shoot him for a couple of scenes or whatever. Splice that in and call it a good day.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Where was I at? MJ meets Peter again and quickly trusts him. We already saw that. Ned is now a huge Spider-Man fan. Aunt May's voice returns in a emotional scene in the trailer.
Marissa Tomei, baby, woo!
Yep. I always got annoyed when people are like, "Why'd they cast her? She's too hot to be Aunt May." It's like,
shut up.
That's how aunts look.
That's how modern day aunts look. I'm sorry, my Aunt Shakira is. A lot of people love my Aunt Shakira.
It's like, oh, I want Aunt May to look old and decrepit. It's like, God, you're a mark.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to bust people bubbles, but most 19-year-olds kind of look like Tom Holland nowadays, and most aunts kind of like Marissa Tomei nowadays. I don't know anybody's aunt that looks like a grandmother on average.
No.
On average. Notice keywords on average. Like I said, most guys' aunts look like my Aunt Shakira nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah.
The hand plays a major role throughout the movie, which you kind of already saw.
Mm-hmm.
And then the trailer ends with Spider-Man trapped beneath a collapsing building. So the official trailer, is supposed to come out next week, and either Monday or Wednesday.
I need to drop that sooner the better,
and that's when tickets go on sale.
Boy, are they really nipping at this thing? So they need to go ahead and do what they need to do now quickly. Honest to God, trailers should have been rolling already, anyways. Like I don't get why they've been so secretive and trying to hold things together so long before the movie comes out. Like, what are we waiting for? Are we waiting for a month to just advertise this movie?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just kind of surprised that the store is just now putting up toys and stuff that they, and I guess, look, they don't want to spoil a lot because obviously, like I said, I saw the Jean Grey toy in the back. Shay showed me everything. Shout out to her. I was like, ooh. I was like, oh. And then they got the Hulk fist bag. They got the Spider-Man and Hulk mask. The main ninja from the hand apparently has like a ponytail and is female. I saw that. The Lego set, they have 2 Lego sets. A big giant Spider-Man one with the new costume and everything. And then they have another one with Tombstone, Tarantula, and Boomerang. So, and by the way, Tombstone, he looks awesome. He looks awesome, man. Holy shit. I was kind of worried that perhaps maybe they're gonna make him look a little goofy, but nah. I mean, we still haven't seen a clear shot of him yet. It's only been toys and that comic book cover. The only shot we got is that blurry shot of him holding Spider-Man up for that iconic, comic book shot. But I mean, based off of what we've seen, like the animation stuff, like I like the way he looks. Pretty cool look.
So I'm glad
I'm glad they didn't go with the bald look either. Sorry to cut you off.
No, don't worry about it. So I just saw this. It was kind of interesting. So they're talking about Sadie Sink's powers. In the movie, it says this is on Facebook, so just take it for what you will. New information confirms something that's about Sadie Sink's powers that changes everything. She doesn't just control minds; she jumps between them. This isn't telepathy in the traditional sense. It's not Professor X sitting in a chair reading thoughts from a distance. Sadie Sink's character moves from person to person like a virus entering a mind, taking complete control, then jumping to the next target. Think about what this means in practice. She takes control of Bruce Banner and removes his inhibitor, triggering the Grey Hulk transformation. She uses a random member of the public to threaten MJ directly, someone Peter cannot hurt. She coordinates seven separate villains simultaneously, not as allies but as puppets. She turns Peter's greatest potential ally into his most dangerous enemy. The power is specifically designed to destroy someone like Peter Parker. So I mean, obviously we know we're heading towards mutants. I mean, we've been doing that, and specifically we're going to be heading towards the X-Men pretty soon. I like how they're kind of building up this X-Men, where I'm not the biggest comic historian. I know enough. With Jean Grey, it almost seems like it's been the same story with her. It's like her parents abandoned her and they dropped her off at Professor X's school and yada yada yada, Phoenix. And then the movies kind of didn't do it that well, where they just made her seem like she was someone that couldn't handle all that power. And that she fainted a lot and everything with Logan, everything with Cyclops. But with this, they're making her seem like someone who's, like you said, she's scared because she doesn't know how to handle these powers. And, she thinks someone is trying to get to her because she sees Spider-Man as a threat because she thinks Spider-Man wants to stop her. And eventually she might see the light and just see, oh, he's one of the good ones. He's trying to help me.
Well, I think also too, Tremel Tillman's character is gonna probably drill in Peter's head because you can see him talking in the trailers. This is a threat we can't see, and we can't see it, we can't touch it, this that we can't detect it, and yada yada yada. So I'm thinking what it is that Peter gets mind manipulated by this guy to try to get Jean Grey, and that's why those two are gonna have problems. It's not that, you know, she's, like I said, somebody who, you know, acts out of being afraid, you know.
Who do you think he's playing?
Well, apparently he's playing a character called William Metzler or something like that. Ain't Trask. It's not what's the other guy's name? What's the other guy's name? That hates mutants.
Stryker?
It ain't Stryker, and it's not the other guy. Guy Ritchie. It ain't Guy Ritchie either.
Right.
So
all right. William Metzger in Marvel. He is an anti-mutant activist. Okay, so that kind of explains it.
Mm-hmm.
By the time mutants become a national media fixation, Metzger was already leading the anti-mutant militia and publishing its propaganda paper, the Militia Express. Okay, so that pretty much tells us everything we need to know about him. He hates mutants, and he's trying to drill it in Spider-Man's head, like, mutants bad. You know, you need to stop them.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Gyrich goes, I think Matthew Lillard's playing Gyrich.
I think so too. I was telling Morgan that, because me and Morgan were just flabbergasted at the fact that they brought Matthew Lillard in to do nothing, to play a nothing character. I just don't buy that. And to me, he looks like Guy Ritchie. Put some weird glasses on him with the shade on, slip his hair back a little bit, let him keep the little goatee, whatever. He looks like Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, I mean, he calls himself Mr. Charles, and it's like, and he works with fucking what's her name, Valentina. Yeah,
D'Allegra Fontaine.
Yeah, so like they're doing a good job at setting up mutants. Like they're giving you little breadcrumbs. But I like what they're doing with Jean. By the time she gets to,
I just hate that she had to be in this movie.
Wait, what do you mean?
My thing is, come on, man. This is a Spider-Man movie, not an X-Men movie. I don't care about no Jean Grey. Come on, man.
I'm fine with her being in the movie.
Come on, man.
I mean, in reality, who's going to be the villain?
Tombstone. He should be the villain. Tombstone, the Jackal, somebody. Shit.
I mean, is Tombstone really I mean, again, you can correct me if I'm wrong because you're the expert on this. Is he like a big major villain?
Yes, he is. He's a crime boss.
Okay. All right.
He's on the level of the Kingpin. Tombstone could fuck some shit up. Tombstone,
but do you think that would sell a movie if he's the villain? That's my question.
Yes, Marvin Jones already essentially played the part in fucking Black Lightning. Black Lightning. Yeah, I mean, he pretty much played Tombstone.
He played Tombstone in Spider-Verse too.
Well, he did, but that was a minor role. He was working underneath Kingpin, but he pretty much played the part, like, in besides the racial jokes and this, that, and the other.
That was fun.
He already played the part in Black Lightning. So I mean, it was a no-brainer to get him to be Tombstone. Man, Tombstone's a big badass motherfucker. And that's a concern of mine too, is that you got Tombstone in this movie, you got Boomerang and Tarantula, but yet no, Jean Grey is come on,
well, we both agreed she's not the villain, she's the antagonist.
Right, but it seems like the center of the movie is going to be around her fuck ups and this, that, and the other, and I think that's what draws the ire of Metzger to begin with, and it's just going to trickle on down from there. But I just wanted this to be about, you know what I'm saying? I want this to be about Spider-Man and his problems and
I think it is.
He's solving somebody else's problems, or at least trying to, and he's gonna get his ass kicked for it.
I mean, it seems like a Peter Parker story because it's about him trying to get back with MJ. It's about him trying to reconnect with Ned. You know, it's about him talking about his problems in the last 4 years.
I want him beating up Tombstone and Tarantula and fucking. I don't want him worried
says
about an X-Men member.
Yeah, but who says he won't?
He is, but the center of the movie is about an X-Men member.
I don't know. Again,
is this a Spider-Man movie or an X-Men movie? What is this?
It's an inch. I mean, we haven't we seen this with comics before where they set up other stories.
Yeah, but I just want Tom Holland to have.
I know what you mean because they did that in freaking Civil War with Black Panther and Spider-Man.
I get that, and that was a great introduction for both heroes. But that was a team-up movie. That was pretty much an Avengers 3. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. So that, again,
I mean, to me, that's all right. But I just man. I want Tom to have his own movie, man. Not the X-Men. Not the X-Men. I don't give a shit about the X-Men. And the Punisher and the Hulk, great, nice. We get Frank Castle on the big screen, but damn it. Why can't Spider-Man just have shit for him? Oh my god!
Again, who says he won't? We haven't seen the movie yet,
bro. It's already happening. What do you mean? Who says he won't?
Again, we haven't seen the movie yet. The movie hasn't come out till July.
The Hulk is in the movie. He's gonna beat the shit out of him. He's gonna beat him to death.
I'm gonna quote you like Conrad. The movie comes out next month.
Yes, and guess what? It's practically already spoiled due to leaked trailers and leaked shit. I feel like I already seen it already. And toys, I done seen in the goddamn back. The Hulk has 3 different toys: Smart Hulk, Gray Hulk, regular Hulk. There's gonna be a lot of hulking in this goddamn movie, people.
They're not gonna fucking Sam Wilson him, okay? They're not gonna do that.
Nah, they're not gonna do. Well, I mean,
no, they're not gonna do that to Spider-Man. Trust me.
That is different. But the thing is Spider-Man once again is gonna feel like he's getting overshadowed in his own movie again due to putting other heroes like the Punisher and the Hulk in this movie, and not to mention that there's a lot of creeping suspicion that Daredevil will also be in this movie too, which will get a lot of attention on him as well.
But I think that's going to be for like a small scene.
Yes, which I don't mind in that case. Cameo, I'm good with that. But Jean Grey, I don't know.
It doesn't bother me.
I'm not particularly too happy. Well, you're not a Spider-Man mark like I am, so
I'm fucking been a Spider-Man mark since I was in kindergarten.
I want this to be about Spider-Man. I don't give a shit about the Punisher. I don't give a shit about the Hulk.
Hey.
You want a Hulk movie? You want a Hulk movie? Go, Universal Studios. You better go buy that shit from Universal Studios, man. And make all the Hulk toys you want. Come on, Drew. They got Hulk Fist again. Hulk got. Oh my god! How many toys I seen of the Hulk the other day, and they ain't even put them on the shelf yet. Ah, man, I don't know. This is stuff like that with merchandising just gives me a little. I don't know, man.
Dude, it's Spider-Man. They're not gonna fuck him up.
It's not gonna be a bad movie. I don't want this to be okay. Spider-Man got his story over here, but the Hulk and the Punisher and Jean Grey and yada yada yada, and it's just like, oh,
yeah. But here's the thing. Here's how I see it: is like in No Way Home. Not just No Way Home. The other 2 movies felt like one giant origin story for Tom.
Which
people
was fine. Even
well,
though
let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me finish. And No Way Home, people were complaining about, it was too much nostalgia, and yes, but like those characters had a reason to be there. They're about Tom's development, and that's why we're here. So I get what you mean about can we just have a story about Spider-Man and Peter and yada yada yada. But it's just like I think there's a reason why these characters are in this movie. And I don't see Punisher being in the movie as long as we might think he might be. I see Hulk obviously having a big role. Yeah. I don't see it being a thing like Brave New World where it just seems like it's just a Red Hulk movie and not a Captain America movie. Jean Grey being it doesn't bother me. Personally, it doesn't bother me. But I think if it just becomes too much of, like you said, if it does become too much of we're setting up an X-Men movie rather than a Spider-Man movie, that'll bother me. But I don't think they'll do that, personally.
That's what it seems like to me. It seems like this is an origin story. And why do we need an origin story about Jean Grey?
Well, it's not really about Jean Grey. It's about the X-Men.
I don't give a shit about Jean Grey or the X-Men, honestly.
Oh, stop.
They gotta produce in order for me to care about the X-Men again. I want results.
Well,
I want results. I want a good cast too, by the way.
I think they'll get a good cast.
Directors, I'm on your ass. Whoever's directing this goddamn fiasco.
Director of the Thunderbolts is doing
it. Who is that lucky gentleman or woman?
Jake Schreier, I think is his name.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, stop. You don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you're right.
You're like, fuck that guy. I'm like, do you even know who that is? No.
Well, he ain't Julius Onas, so I mean.
Yeah, we don't got to talk about Julius Onas.
Everybody knows my feelings on Mr. Julius there. Mr. Bust.
Shit, you bring him up to RJ. RJ's first reaction is, oh, nah.
Yeah, get this guy out of here. Fuck him. He fucked up Captain America. Now Sam Wilson. They're going to fucking bring back Steve Rogers. They're going to reboot it. And Sam Wilson's going to get fucked. Because Julius Onas decided to triple fuck him with a bad, horrible movie that wasn't even about the fucking man.
I mean, do you think that a lot of that was more on Marvel and less on him?
Julius Onas' track record leads me to believe. And don't get me wrong, I think Marvel's got, some studio meddling. Obviously, we didn't want to offend too many people by having that Israeli character in the movie. So we had to scrap some things. That Serpent Society, that part, that looked awesome. Honestly, it did with fucking Constructor and fucking Diamondback and all. That looked cool. Like did you see the concept art for that?
Yeah.
How they had like metal parts and shit. That looked cool. I wanted to see not fucking Giancarlo Esposito. I get it. He's one of the hottest actors out there. But scrapping all that for that, and I don't know, man. I just wasn't down with that. They really did pick with that movie, man.
No,
and I think he's halfway responsible for it. Because it was an Incredible Hulk 2 sequel without fucking Edward Norton.
Yeah, and it was a way to tie up loose ends with Eternals.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it was nice hearing Harrison Ford saying adamantium, but other than that, yeah. But we'll see. Again, we're obviously at a standstill. We feel different about this, which is good. It's just I'd rather us have different opinions than agree on everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My thing is Tom Holland cannot afford another movie where somebody else is overshadowing him. That's just my concern. Like it felt like it was an Iron Man movie. Like Iron Man was Batman, and Tom Holland Spider-Man was Robin. What they call him, Iron Boy Jr.
Think so, yeah.
Like, yeah, man, I just don't want that. I just don't want these other heroes to overshadow him in his own movie again. So
no, I agree on that part. Yeah,
I'm just a little concerned. They're packing this thing up with other heroes and shit like that, and it's like, oh boy, here we go.
I mean, I would have liked if the main villain was Kingpin, but for rights issues, they can't put Kingpin in movies.
Which I call bullshit on that. But I just, not saying that D'Onofrio's lying, but I just think that that's a bunch of bullshit that they can't use the Kingpin for movies. Sony can't use, Marvel can't use them for movies. That's I don't know, man.
I don't know. Like if I'm Marvel,
maybe they couldn't use him in the cartoon Spectacular Spider-Man. That's why they used Tombstone instead, which was great.
That show was great. That was slept on.
Bro, that Tombstone was awesome.
Yeah, that was Keith David.
Nah, well, yeah, the first episode, and then after that, I guess they couldn't afford him, so they took and got Kevin Michael Richardson to do it.
I mean, he's good, but
he's good. Yeah, no, but Keith David, man,
David, dude.
Keith David, bro, oh my god, when he beat the shit out of Spider-Man, now you'll sit there and I'll teach you the lessons of life. I was like, shit. Spider-Man tried to get back up. He two-pieced him, then bitch slapped him.
You know what? You know what would have been a better idea for the villain in Brand New Day was Scorpion. Like they're bringing back my boy Michael Mondo, where it's like
his costume looks pretty badass too.
And it's just like that dude's great. He was great on Better Call Saul, and like he'd been wanting to come back for years, and they finally bring him back. So I hope that's not a one and done thing where they just have like one scene.
Well, that's the thing too. That's why I don't like the fact that Jean Grey is getting all the attention, because it's like, yo, like we've been waiting years for this payoff, and yet no, Jean Grey. It's all about Jean Grey. Like that's another reason why I'm like, do we need Jean Grey?
Now you got me hot on. Now you got me hot on Jean Grey. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like, but now you hearing where I'm coming from, because it's like you got good, capable villains, and you got good. I don't know who's playing Tarantula, and I don't know who's playing Boomerang. The rumor is that MJ's new boyfriend is either Tarantula or Boomerang, which kind of makes sense because on the advertisement and on the toys, the Tarantula has got like a big helmet, so the boyfriend might be Tarantula more than anything, because he's got like a big old helmet on, where in the comic books, Tarantula has like one of those half masks, and you see his fucking mustache, his little twirly mustache. And Boomerang's got half of his face out like in the comic books. There was a rumor that Tom Holland's brother might be Boomerang. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But yeah. You got capable villains. You got Tombstone, and you got the Hand, and you got Scorpion, who's got a legit beef with Spider-Man. What more? You don't need Jean Grey and all that other extra stuff, in my opinion.
And
but I guess that's why this movie is gonna be 2 hours and fucking 20 minutes or whatever.
30,
because they're gonna need to bake. They're gonna need time to bake for all these characters, man. Peter, MJ, Ned, fucking Punisher, probably to a lesser degree. Same thing with the Hulk. But Jean Grey, they're gonna have time we got to tell that story. Then we got to tell with Tombstone what's he's doing. With Boomerang and Tarantula, and who else? Supposedly the Jackals in this movie. Supposedly Keith David's playing them. I'm not sure what to believe.
Hey, can you give me a sec? I gotta use the restroom real quick. Can you keep talking?
Yeah, this man's gotta go pee real quick. But yeah, I mean, apparently Keith David's in the movie. I'm not too sure if he is or isn't, but that's a rumor. If he is, that'd be great, because Keith David can play the hell out of a villain. And yeah, I guess we will have to wait and see what's up with that. But yeah, man, I just think that the villains should be able to carry this thing without having a Jean Grey. I don't think Jean Grey being in this movie is a necessary thing, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I mean, if it's all right, if other people have their own different opinions on it, but like I said, just don't want Spider-Man to once again get overshadowed in the movie by somebody else to set up another movie, where X-Men is a big enough name and a big enough franchise to carry its own movie with its own origin stories and stuff like that. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna have a big old movie plan where we just have random X-Men showing up in random movies. So is Rogue gonna show up in the next Black Panther movie? Like what are we gonna do here? We just have a random X-Men. Gambit's gonna show up in, I don't know, fucking the next Deadpool movie. That's the new Gambit they're gonna go with for the future. Like, I hope it's not a trend, and I just hope it's just something that we can kind of just have this thing be a one and done. Even though I'm really bothered the fact that Jean Grey is gonna be a Spider-Man Brand New Day. Just I don't care for it, but I still got faith in the movie's gonna be really, really good though. Spider-Man, they know they can't fuck up Spider-Man. I do got a question for Drew when he gets back from taking a potty. But I hope that too many hands are not in the pots. And I'm gonna explain that even more further when he gets back. But I've been hearing some things, so I just hope it's one of those things where we don't have too much creative control, and we kind of setting up things that we want instead of what the audience want. So, Drew, are you back? Drew is not back. So, about wrestling, huh? Boys, it really suck right now. I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown or an AEW show in quite some time. Just bored with it, man. I watched AAA last week. I thought that was a brilliant show. AAA is taking a lot of what I love about wrestling and just rolling it up. Great lucha action, great storylines, great story beats. Undertaker and Jeremy Borash are really doing a great job down there in Mexico. So I gotta give them all the mad respect for that. And Rey Mysterio is the general manager. That kind of, I'm not gonna lie. Rey Mysterio is a great wrestler, but as a talker, he's a talk like he wrestles. Very, very, very composed and very tame, and not really an exciting talker. But let's see how Ray does in the job. And speaking of Ray, his daughter's training to wrestle now. That's gonna be crazy. If she could be just as like a seventh of what he is, should be good to go. So that's interesting. Tristan Angels is awesome. He's a great wrestler. Great look, great throwback look. That kid's got he's a player. I know everybody's crazy about Mason Rook right now. He's all right. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm sorry, man. He looks like the head of a dyke bikers club, man. He really does. Man. That guy's got to grow some facial hair, man. He looks like a fat lesbian, man. He really does. I'm sorry, man. And shout out to fat lesbians all over the world. The fat lesbians are usually cool 9 times out of 10, but Mason Rook looks like one. So he's gonna grow some facial hair or some shit, man. Something. Oh man. Cardi B, more like Cardi D. I know, right? I saw that the other day. I was like, damn, Cardi B had them big old ass titties hanging out. I'm like, God, jeez. Oh man, that's crazy. She was busting out. I was like, God, jeez, dang woman. Ah man, Drew, you back?
All right.
He's back. All right, I was just bullshitting around for the last couple of minutes, but
I'm back.
I was throwing a question out there too because you've been hearing this a whole lot about how Tom Holland and Zendaya's got like some control over the movie and certain scenes and certain things. Do you think that's a problem?
Not really. I mean, because Tom, you can tell Tom cares about the character and actually puts in some thought as to what can go in the movie with the character, because Tom and Andrew, especially Andrew, I always felt understood the character a lot more. Whereas Toby, people like Toby for a reason. I think it's purely for nostalgia, but like Toby just didn't seem like he understood the character all that well. And it's not to say that that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
You don't always have to be into this shit to understand it. Eventually you do understand it, when you play the character more. But as far as Tom having creative control, I don't think that's an issue. I don't know if Zendaya would, because I don't think Zendaya is going to be in these movies too much, because she, her career is already blown up. And her and Tom are, about to get married. I think they're already married, if I'm not mistaken, and they want to have kids pretty soon.
Yeah.
And I also know Tom eventually wants to pass the torch to, say, a Miles, or maybe even a Spider-Gwen. Obviously, I think it's going to be Miles, but like,
yeah, I prefer a Miles.
Um,
Spider-Gwen. Yeah, you know what? I mean, they could do a Spider-Gwen too, considering the fact that we hadn't had Gwen Stacy yet. Although it's been rumored that somebody might have been casted as Gwen Stacy too
heard that
for
too.
this movie. Yeah.
That girl that was on Wednesday, not Jenna Ortega, the blonde.
The
She was
blonde.
she was like campaigning to play it. Like she even like dressed up as Spider-Gwen. She actually looked like her. I wouldn't mind her. I don't know. It could be an unknown, which is usually the way to go. Miles, again, that's going to be a thing like Tom. You need to find someone perfect. Like,
Karen and Shipka.
Oh, for Gwen.
Yeah, supposedly that was a rumor going back a couple months ago.
She's good. I like her. She definitely looks like Spider-Gwen or Gwen Stacy, but I don't know. That again, I don't. Is she like a little too old for the role? Or is she young enough?
I'm not. I don't know. I don't even know who that is. That's why. Hence why I probably
She was
struggled with
on
her name.
she was on. She played Sabrina on the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not familiar with Shorty's work.
Yeah, just look her up. She definitely looks like Gwen. Oh, she's 26. I mean, it's not that old, but
it's not that old. Yeah. Tom's 30. So Tom's got that baby face though.
She's been in a few things. Her being Gwen Stacy, I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at her right now. She apparently has been linked to Brand New Day. She's rumored to appear in Brand New Day.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't hate. Again, I wouldn't hate it. Like if she came out, she's like, "Oh, I'm Gwen Stacy." I'm like, "Oh, that'd be pretty cool." I think she's a good actress. She's the things I've seen her, and she's very good. She's very likable and charming, and she has good personality to her.
We could do away with her with the death too. We don't need to see Gwen Stacy break her fucking neck.
No,
not doubt they'll do that again since Andrew, they already did it over there.
Do you think Emma Stone might come back in Secret Wars as Spider?
That'd be cool. That'd be a cool little cameo. But didn't she say she was done? Didn't she say she was done with the comic book movies though?
No, I mean she's been kind of she gives like the cute answers like, oh, if I see a script that I like, yeah, she's a great actress. She's really turned around her career.
Yeah, I always thought she was good. Like some of the stuff I've seen her in, which is limited. Granted, she does a lot of movies that's out of my wheelhouse,
right? Movies
that I wouldn't watch, but yeah, some of the stuff I've seen her in, she's good. And I mean, very charming, very she's got that swagger that catches your eye.
Yeah, I mean, I can see her just coming in for like a day and just dressing up, for Secret Wars, just to do like a scene with that Andrew. But yeah, going back to creative control, I know apparently John Bernthal has creative control over the Punisher.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like that. A lot the Punisher, that special, had a lot of mixed reviews, man.
Yeah,
and a lot of it, and a lot of the negativity I've seen was like, "This is why you don't give actors creative control." I was like, "Ooh."
I mean, I think I kind of figured that this is going to be the Frank Castle for this generation, and I think John Bernthal is great. He's obviously a great actor. He's one of my favorite actors to watch.
Right.
Because when you look at all the other Punishers, it's like Dolph Lundgren looked like the Punisher.
Dolph Lundgren. I mean, my God, he gets movie roles off his name alone, not because of the quality. Last thing I seen Dolph Lundgren in was Arrow.
Yeah, he was in that. He was in Creed 2, where he played the same character from Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Which Rocky 4 is one of my favorite movies.
Drago.
But yeah, Dolph Lundgren, Ray Stevenson looked the part.
Yeah, he definitely looked the part. He like the grizzled Punisher from a lot of those later comic books, especially for the Warzone, that whole Warzone series. So I mean, they got it right with that. And Thomas Jane looked like the young Punisher, because I mean, that was a Punisher origin story, that movie.
Which I like that. I like that movie, by the way. I know it's not great, but it's a movie I still get enjoyment out of.
The Punisher? The one with Thomas Jane?
Yeah.
People don't like that movie?
There's people that don't like that movie. Like Punisher fans don't like that movie.
Really? Maybe because it's not over the top violent?
It's violent. I think it's kind of crosses over into cheesy 80s action movies sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
because like Thomas Jane has some good lines where like, he's leaving and like that guy goes, "May God be with you." God's gonna sit this one out. So I liked it. There's people that didn't like it. I could see why. I mean, John Travolta is.
Yeah, he was not. No, come on, man. Butt Chin as a movie villain, I just don't buy it.
And then John Bernthal, I guess by default, is the best one, because John Bernthal is always intense in every role he plays, even though in real life he's like the most laid back, chill guy.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, going back to Jean Grey. Jean Grey came out in something else. She's gonna be in the Wolverine game.
Yeah. Boy, does Insomniac like making women characters unattractive or what? Holy shit. I saw that face. That's a face only a mother can love.
I got nothing to comment on that. But
the lady is actually beautiful though. I seen the pictures on her pictures on Instagram. I'm like, oh, this lady's like really cute, but why they make her look ugly? Even Mystique with that manly, bony jawline. Like, what's going on here?
I don't know. Like,
are we incapable of making characters hot?
They did that with Mary Jane, where she looked like Spiegel almost. Which, if you've seen Laura Bailey, who does the voice, she's like very pretty. But yeah, Wolverine. It's already on sale. I mean, the pre-order is already up. So I want to get the physical copy because I like having physical copies. I was thinking, like, should I do PlayStation to where I can just install it right then and there, like the day it comes out and whatever. But I don't know. I'm thinking I'm just gonna get physical copies because that's, physical media is kind of a dying art form.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get that pretty soon. And there's apparently an option in the game to turn off the violence for any squeamish players.
Really?
Yep, because the game's really fucking violent.
It is very violent. I didn't think they would take it that far.
Yeah,
because Wolverine's a popular character. You would think they would love to market this to kids a little bit to a certain degree.
Well, I think that's kind of where they're going.
Yeah, and look, before anybody goes, "Oh, kids need to grow up," it's like, no, bro, but you got to keep things appropriate for kids, man.
True.
So, and Wolverine is a character. He's a popular. It's not like like I said, he's not the Punisher, Ghost Rider, or characters like more suited for us, and they've always been suited for us more than they've been suited for the kids. Remember they were supposed to do Ghost Rider Spider-Man, but they were afraid because they didn't want some skull man with his head on fire in front of kids. Mm-hmm. So like it's one of those things where it's just like, man, we gotta come on, we gotta stop with this. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know, but I think that option is nice though, because I mean some of the kiddies can get a chance to play a little Wolverine.
True, but I also think kids, like, they're not as innocent as we think they are, because there are kids that do secretly watch rated R movies,
of course,
and watch TVMA shows and watch UFC and horror movies. Like this is kind of off topic, but when I went to go see Terrifier 3, a bunch of kids snuck in to go watch it.
Of course, yeah. Like I'm not saying every kid. Just as much as you got ones that are rebellious like that, you got some that do get freaked out by seeing somebody get their head sliced off. So.
I mean, I know I was doing that when I was younger, because like my parents would be like, "Don't watch that," and I'd still watch it. It's like, I was watching rated R movies. I was one of my favorite movies is Terminator 2: Judgment Day, and compared to other things, it's not that violent, but it was still pretty violent, for a kid.
Yeah.
And just, horror movies, other shit. My dad tried to get rid of wrestling and that didn't work. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's just like, I get what you mean by like a lot of this stuff should be marketed towards kids, so that way you sell better. Which is why, there are certain comic book movies that are just rated R. Like a rated R movie is always a hard sell. Depending on who you are, but especially if it's a rated R comic book film, because at the end of the day, they're marketed, quote unquote, towards kids. Which is why it took a while for them to kind of just bite the bullet with Deadpool, and that became successful.
Yeah.
Other stuff like Deadpool and Wolverine, and eventually they're going to do even more rated R properties like The Punisher, like, some other, they might even do like rated R DC properties. I mean, they're already doing that with Lanterns.
Which I'm still not particularly happy about that. But
yeah, me either.
It's like the Green Lantern is not a rebellious character. He's a character full of honor. Why is he dropping F? I don't get it. Like if it suits the character, don't get me twisted. If it suits the character, then I'm all for it. Like if you told me the Red Hood had a rated R movie or something like that, or a TV show, I'm like, all right, fuck it. Yeah, I get it. He's a rebellious character. He's supposed to be a violent vigilante. Okay, all right, fine. Do what you got to do there. I ain't got no problems with it. But the Green Lantern, a character that I grew up on, that's always been full of integrity and honor, all of a sudden drawing F-bombs and shit like that. I don't particularly like that. That's the problem I have when they try to make characters like that edgy and rated R when you have characters already made for that gig. Now, as far as DC goes, I don't know who fits that line of bill. Compared to Marvel, obviously Marvel, Punisher, Ghost Rider, Blade, some other characters pop up, maybe like solo deals like Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, kind of like they do with the Harley Quinn show and Joker. Like you can kind of understand that. The Penguin, like anything villain related, you can kind of make that scummy and rated R because it's like, all right, you're telling the story from the lens of these people, and they're supposed to be the most despicable people in the world. So despicable people do, they do and live, impure, So it fits like a glove. There's no complaints there. But when you make heroes like that, it's just like, I don't know, man. This is not The Boys.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Just don't try to fit a square peg into a round hole.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like Clayface is rated R, but that makes sense because it's Clayface and it's a villain and
body horror.
Yeah, body horror. There you go. I mean, Penguin was rated TVMA, but that's because he was a fucking crime boss.
Yeah, he's a crime boss, and I mean, you can't tell that story any other way.
Batman, they could probably try rated R, but not in a sense where it's just like, they're saying fuck all the time, and there's titties flying everywhere, which wouldn't be a bad thing. But
yeah, that would be bad. Yeah,
try to, I guess, tiptoe on that rated R line of like, this is the line, don't cross it, and you just kind of put the tip of your toe right there, like kind of do something like that, where Batman at the end of the day is a very violent character, even though he doesn't like the violence, but he kind of has to cross over into that violence every time. So, and then the rest of DC is very meta-human because Superman can't be rated R. Wonder Woman is violent because Wonder Woman doesn't care about killing, but even she can't be rated R. And Flash, obviously, no. Green Lantern, no. Martian Manhunter, no. Aquaman,
although I would say because Martian Manhunter is such an obscure character, you could probably get away with it, honestly.
You can definitely mess around with maybe some horror aspects of that, where like his biggest weakness is fire.
Yeah.
So, Aquaman, you can maybe try and mess around with some horror aspects of living under the ocean. Yeah, I think Marvel for the most part has better suited rated R characters
characters that are ready to go already.
But that's just kind of the difference between both. Yeah, so I think we kind of hit everything we need to hit. Was there anything else you want to bring up?
No, man, I think that's pretty much it. Supergirl, they dropped another trailer for that. Anything moving as far as your mood goes with that?
I mean, I'm still gonna see it.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said I was terribly interested in it.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna watch it because I like the comic. I like Woman of Tomorrow. I thought that was pretty good. I heard ticket sales are doing pretty well, which is good. Obviously,
that is good. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm still gonna see it. That's kind of where my mood is at. Is like I'm gonna see it. It's not my most anticipated. I don't even think it's even in my top 10, but I'm still gonna see it.
Yeah.
And also Jason Momoa is Lobo, so I want to see Lobo.
Yeah, that's cool. Him Lobo, he just fits like a glove. And apparently Dean Cain is underneath fire for making fun of Millie Alcock's appearance.
Oh Jesus, who gives a fuck about Dean Cain?
Oh shit.
Fat fuck.
Damn. Oh my God. Somebody compared Millie Alcock, and I've said some things about her appearance too, how she looks kind of weird to me, but that's when she played that character from what Games of Thrones show she's on?
I think it was like what the
House of the Dragons, right?
House of the Dragon, there you go.
She kind of looks a little weird. And I said that she kind of looks a little weird, but they taking it to another level. Somebody got a picture of her as a what you call it, as a one of those caveman beast things.
Oh,
from the Geico commercial.
Oh God.
So easy a caveman could do it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God, yeah, Dean. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Dean Cain. I guess he's I think he's bitter. I think he's bitter by not being Superman.
Dean Cain is like every time there's a question about superheroes, he's always like the first to come and be like, it's woke. He's such a fucking idiot. Like he became the biggest dick sucker for Trump and ICE, and he even tried out for ICE, but his fucking old fat ass couldn't even like pass a physical test. So fuck that guy. Fuck Dean Cain.
He couldn't even pass the physical. Damn.
No one gives a fuck about you, Dean Cain. Fuck
Dean
off.
Cain. Nobody cares about your fat ass anymore in 2026. You need a forklift to get that gut in them jeans, son. What you talking about?
Fucking Dean Cain.
Only
hey, what does Dean Cain think about like no one cares. Shut up.
Only I can make fun of Millie Icon. I love you, Millie. Millie actually, she doesn't look weird though as Supergirl though.
No, she looks good in the suit.
Yeah, like in her face, it doesn't look, because even I said she kind of looks a little strange a little bit. I didn't call her a chimpanzee or the beast or whatever the hell that is. I didn't call her all that now, but I always said she kind of looked a little weird. But
I mean, there are not saying you did, but like there are the I guess the incels on Twitter. It's like, why did she smile more?
Somebody like, find a way. Some of the most minute things to complain about.
It's like, usually I don't know.
Usually the guys that never got a swift of vagina before in their whole entire lives. So usually the ones that are.
No, it's like, oh, maybe because she saw her entire civilization die in front of her.
Yeah, that's why she's depressed and drinking all the time and not having a very good time.
Jesus Christ, these fucking idiots just these idiots that cry woke, that every time they see a woman in anything, it's like, woke, a woman,
I'm scared of titties and vagina.
They did that with the God of War, the new God of War game that's coming out, where they're like, oh, the main character's a woman, woke. Like,
what's so wrong about that? What's so wrong about that?
It's like a badass frost giant warrior. Like that's a bad thing.
So what's so wrong about that? I'm trying to correlate it.
God of woke.
Is she a man-eating like thing? Like, are we doing that?
I don't know.
That's the only way I could justify that. If it's a woman if it's a woman starring in a man-eating or not man-eating, but man-hating piece, then yeah, that'd probably be the only way I'd agree with that. But
she's the dead wife of Kratos that's in the afterlife of gods.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm
and
pretty
she's
sure
kicking ass. Like, come on.
I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be getting their ass whoop, man and woman alike.
Yeah, and our girl Karen Page is playing her.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
So I don't know. They did that with that.
I saw that when I was in the gym. I was like, oh, I said, oh, look at that. It looks
fucking badass. I mean, granted, I will say, could that have just been a DLC? Maybe, but like, I got no problem with it being a game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Gods of War fan, so I'm not playing that in your way. But I mean, has no real effect on me personally. But yeah, I mean, come on, who whining about that? Come on, man.
He's whining about the James Bond game where it's like, why is a woman telling James Bond what to do? I'm like,
hasn't a woman always told James Bond what to do?
Yep.
Is it his? I'm not the biggest James Bond watcher either. But isn't his handler named M? And wasn't she an old ass lady in those movies?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I mean, that's not new. What the fuck? It's not new.
Again, just these fucking incels that have never seen any titties or vagina and hate women.
Because women don't want to look at them.
They get mad whenever they're straight white fake characters are being played by people of color.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm a black guy, and I personally don't want to see a black guy playing Superman either. I'm just saying.
Well, no, I don't mean that. I don't mean that specifically. Like I'm saying, just in general. Yeah. Anytime they make one little minute change to something, I'm not saying like major, but minute.
Did you see the backlash that my man got when he played Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl?
You're talking about Mehcad Brooks?
Mehcad Brooks, yeah.
I mean, damn it. I mean, it's weird because it's just like, Jimmy Olsen went from being like this skinny, ginger haired, white kid to being this like good looking and shaped black guy. It didn't really bother me. It just kind of went, oh, that's who Jimmy Olsen is. Okay.
That's Jimmy. Holy shit.
Shit, who's really dicking down low? Is it Superman or Jimmy?
It might be Jimmy.
That dude is swole. Like that dude.
Mehcad Brooks. I seen him in other movies. He ain't got no problems with fucking other people's wives.
No, he was just in. He was actually on SVU recently. Like that dude's swole. He's a big motherfucker.
Well, I guess he had to do it for the Jax part, right?
Yeah. He was doing it for Jax, but it's like if it wasn't for racism, he could be Reacher.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, Reacher's already a big motherfucker too. Oh man, but yeah, Mehcad Brooks. When you think of Jimmy Olsen, you think of Mehcad Brooks.
Right. Not even the other guy that played him. I thought the other guy that played him in the Superman movie was pretty good too.
And I also like the fact that they made him a ladies' man.
That man was getting poontang like you wouldn't believe, man. He made the girl flip. She flipped on Lex Luthor.
He was getting Miss Tessmacher. He was getting women staring him at the office. Pretty soon he's gonna get Supergirl.
Jimmy said, "I'm gonna show y'all who the real Superman is around here."
And I like how these women are all like all over him. He's just like, oh
yeah, like, oh man, I gotta do what I gotta do. I'll be right back.
Shit, Jimmy, the bakery's open. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. Let me go get this frosting real quick.
All right, bitch, get over here.
Let's go over here and frost these cakes. Instead of Junkyard Dog grab them cakes, is frost them cakes for Jimmy. Oh man,
he looks so miserable the whole time it's happening.
I don't know why I'm doing this. You
see Clark, who's just like jacked and in shape and tall, and he's just like all bashful and shy, and Jimmy's just like, oh, I gotta deal with this bitch again.
Oh man, I gotta go. I gotta give her some of this Daily Planets real quick. Superman. Dun, 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 dun.
It's like, where you been, Jimmy? Just been clapping cheeks. What's new?
Yeah, I know, right? What's new?
All right, but that's a good stopping point. Talk about clapping cheeks.
Oh God, it always come back to the sex and porn.
Well, that's just who we are.
Speaking of which, Angela White, Jesus Christ, man.
Why are you looking at Angela White?
Man, I Angela White on Twitter, man. I was scrolling and Angela White did this. Apparently, she did this scene with this other Latina chick. That lady's ass was crazy. I'm like, God damn, hold on a second. I'm like, wow. I said, damn, man. I'm about to maybe start watching porn again, man, in a minute. Angela White about to make me retire, unretire. She is the greatest, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's completely self-aware.
There's nothing that lady can't do. There's nothing that lady can't. Even the ASMR video she did. That was she. Oh my God, that lady's great, man. I'm sorry, she is.
No, she's great. Anyways, but yeah, that's the show, people. Great show, good conversation. Make sure to follow the YouTube channel for the experience to get shows like this with Mr. RJ, as well as Lunches with Punches, which I did an episode yesterday with Joe. We talked about Masters of the Universe and Scary Movie. So we reviewed those. And also, we didn't do an experience yesterday for obvious reasons, but we will be back next week under our regularly scheduled time.
Drew and Justin, they just couldn't bring themselves to do it.
No, they couldn't. No, we had already pretty much said straight up, like, we're not doing a show this week. And yeah, I mean, the NBA playoffs had kind of thrown off our schedule a little bit, but yeah, after the playoffs, obviously, we're going to go back to regularly scheduled business hours. Metal Drive Hoops is on hiatus at the moment. Tony is out of the country. But once he comes back, we'll hopefully start doing more shows. We'll see. But other than that, just sub to the YouTube channel, and just leave a like and a comment. It helps with the algorithm. Also put up reels, so look for those, and just follow all the socials like Twitter, X. We have a Facebook page for the experience. There's also an Instagram page which I post most of the reels to, and there's a TikTok page which I'm starting to grow a little bit of a following on there. I'm close to 600 followers, and mainly post a lot of reels from the shows as well as movie reviews and TV show reviews. So give your boy a follow. But other than that, and also Spotify, if you want to just listen to the audio portions of all the shows, find us on Spotify. Mm-hmm. But that's enough about me. RJ, what about you?
You can follow me on Twitter at LowRJ Unlimited, where all my words have no limits. You can follow me on my new Instagram page that is open to the public, because my previous one was not. And that is the RTJ27. So if anybody wants to follow me on Instagram, I'll be posting wrestling content and stuff from the shows. On that show, yeah, that's that. And then also I have a show, even though I haven't been able to do it the last couple of weeks, but the Dragon Chronicles. We'll be back this week, this Saturday or early Sunday morning, however you want to dress it up as. But yeah, we usually do that show pretty late in the evening. But yeah, we'll be back with another episode of that. We'll be talking about some things. Some stuff I know Jackson wanted to talk about the New Japan sell and everything like that, and the effect that could possibly have on Japan, Japanese wrestling, and this, that, and the other. So that was some of the stuff we wanted to talk about. But yeah, if you guys want just a little bit more talk beyond the two big companies, AEW and WWE, me and Jackson got you covered. Because sometimes, AEW and WWE just ain't enough. Need something else. And we don't mind talking about obscure indies and Mexican wrestling and stuff like that, and Japanese wrestling beyond New Japan as well. So I love Dragon Gate. I love Pro Wrestling Noah. I think Pro Wrestling Noah has been the best Japanese wrestling company all year long. I think they've done some really good stuff, man. Had some really good matches and has done some stuff to really pop people, They gave the belt to my boy Shane Haste a couple months ago, last month. And that was really cool to finally see that guy get his just desserts after all these years. I've been singing the praises of this guy for the longest, and he finally gets the belt. Bet. That's great. But yeah, but we'll have that for you on Saturday. They'll be on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and on our YouTube channel. As you can see right underneath my name, The Dragon Chronicles. So yeah, there you go. That's it.
All right, people. We will see y'all soon. I will see you guys next week for the experience and whatever shows do come up. But take care and be safe and have a good week.
Peace out.